my name is Kristen Corey and I am the owner of Media Books. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can easily start a podcast with your Squarespace website. Now, this video is not going to show how to set up a recording, what sort of mic you should use, and sort of helping you figure out a marketing strategy. It's more going to talk about how you can project your podcast out into the world using just your Squarespace website. So here I have my demo site, Drury Lane Associates. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate to pages right there under website. And then I'm going to move this little bubble over to the side there. Now you're going to see on the left here your list of main navigation and pages. Main navigation is essentially whatever shows up here in the header. Not linked means it doesn't show up in the header, but you still want to be able to use this page. So let's say you want to set up a podcast. What you're going to do is you're going to click this little plus icon, and then you're going to click under Collections Blog. I know it's a little confusing, but it will make sense in a minute. Now it's going to ask you what sort of format you want with your blog. You can kind of click whichever one appeals to you. Now I'm going to rename it podcast. And there we go. Okay, so now this is my podcast blog. What I'm going to do once I'm in this section is click on the little gear icon. And then you can kind of see all these different ways that you can personalize it. General, SEO, social image, feeds. I am going to go to feeds, and then I'm going to go to this first tab here where it says podcasting. You want to click on that. Give it a title. So I'll just say Drury Podcast, Drury Lane Associates. You can give it a description, upload your cover art, fill out the rest of these items. I'm going to move this here. And there you go. Once you have all those items, hopefully you have all these things decided beforehand, and then I'm going to click connect. You're going to have to complete that information. Oh, come on. Okay, here. I'll do it quickly. Right, that's not right. Blah. It says I must upload an image. So I'm going to just select an image from a prior video. Give that a second to upload. It says I need to choose a category. I'll go ahead. Business. Okay, let's see if it'll let me do it now. But go ahead, and when you're actually setting up your podcast, go through each one. Make sure it is set up. And I'm going to click connect. See? It now says on. So I'm going to go ahead and hit close. And now basically I have let Squarespace know, hey, this is a podcast blog. I want you to be looking for audio links. Now, how we set up an audio link is I'm going to go to blog content. And here you're going to see, like, this is basically every episode. Blog post 1, podcast 1, 2, 3, etc. So let's say we'll go to the first one here. And I want to publish my first podcast episode here on this blog. I'm going to go click edit. And now all you need to do is click the little plus icon. And then over here where you have all these options, click audio. Go ahead, upload your audio file, complete all that information. Make sure you also complete all the podcasting information, episode notes, season number, episode number, all those different things. And then you can also even alter this page. I would add the title here. You can add show notes here if you ever want to share this like blog post page with someone, give people more information as far as like the details of your podcast episode. But once all that information is filled out, you have the audio file in there, you have filled out all the podcasting details. All you need to do is click save. And since this is already published, it's already going to be published, but it would go into drafts and then you can just update the publishing date. So if you go into the settings right there, you can go to the options tab. So right now it shows as it already being published, but let's say you want to publish it on a future date. You can go to the 29th. and just have it set as scheduled. So then it'll be published for some reason in 2019. But you can go ahead and update that deadline, that date, to a more current time. So once you have it scheduled, just hit save, and then it'll schedule that podcast episode out. Now, if you want the RSS feed, which is what you need to set up like your feeds with Apple, Google, Spotify, a whole bunch of others that no one really listens to or listens on, but they have like podcasting options anyways, you're going to need to pull your RSS feed from that. I share where you can find that in the show notes, and we're going to do a more in-depth dive in another episode, but this is a great way just to at least get yourself started and at least start recording those podcast episodes.